Popular costumes on the website buycostumes.com have included this Anthony Weiner-inspired outfit. I guess you could call it a literal interpretation, as well as an unemployed Smokey the Bear suit, which they sold out after the government shutdown. Other big sellers include this Saturday Night Live-inspired John Boehner and Michelle Bachmann shutdown ensemble from the famous sketch with Miley Cyrus. Politics runs deeper than you might think on Halloween. The $7 billion Halloween industry has correctly predicted presidential election results every 4 years. Well, since the Clinton-Dole election of 1996, the candidate mask with the most sales tells you who wins. Now, if you go back further, though, the all-time iconic item must be the ever-famous Richard Nixon mask, which was frequently used to protest the president's Vietnam War policies and later Watergate in the early 1970s. It was so popular that it outsold the masks of Jimmy Carter and Gerald Ford 2 years after Nixon was out of office. Well, during the 1984 presidential campaign, former Vice President Walter Mondale made a self-deprecating attempt to get in on the fun. He came off his campaign plane wearing a Walter Mondale mask, only to be outdone by the awaiting press corps, who were all wearing Walter Mondale masks as well. Of course, he lost that year to Ronald Reagan. Anyway, the years that followed saw a boom of presidential masks, from George Bush and Michael Dukakis on to Bill Clinton, to highlight just a few. And in 2004, the George W. Bush campaign staff used Halloween to mock their opponent, John Kerry, who had famously gone duck hunting just a week before. Of course, that means that Ted Cruz, who went pheasant hunting last weekend, should also be fair game. After all, he's the face scaring a lot of trick-or-treaters this year.